Hi everyone, this is Luz back again to do a flip through of a couple of these journals. These traveler size journals are measure 4 1/3 by 8 1/4, and they were all made with the Lavender paper pad collection by Prima. Okay, and then I have 4 available, and one is in Spanish. Okay, and I'm going to do a flip through of these. I think of these two here. Okay, they're all similar in the inside. So I'm just going to do a flip through of these two. All right. So, like I said, this is a paper pad from the Lavender Collection. I have 2 layers of cardstock, 2 of the pages. Okay, and I have a pretty print here, vintage lady. I have some crocheted trim as the background, some pearls on the top here. I have a piece of a doily here, some tulle and organza flower with a pearl, crochet trim on the spine, a bowl pin with acrylic charm beads here, and that is the back. And I have an eyelet and ribbon closure. Okay, inside of the first page I have a pocket here, a little mini notepad tied with this little piece of glittery yarn. Little pocket here in the inside, little journaling card, and then a little glassine bag in the back with a tag, and some fabric here on the bottom. All right, and here I have a book plate. This book belongs to, and it's cardstock on top of a thin muslin fabric. Doily with cardstock, coffee dye paper, stamping. This is a cotton paper, like a stationery cotton paper, these two here, with a granite, like a granite background. Stamping here. This is a triple pocket, and I made these pockets from Better Homes and Gardens gardening book. The tag there with a little pocket. These are little cutouts from the Lavender paper pad. Reprintable. I think it's from Artie Mays. It came out with a lavender shade or purpley shade because my printer was running low on ink, so I just figured I would use it in this journal. I have a few images and background papers from Nevermore Creations, and this is one of the journaling cards from one of her kits. I have to remember the name of the kit. I'm not sure what it is. I have to find out. Okay, just a little accent here of fabric. Got some ruffled trim on the side of the page. Little frame stamp, some stenciling on this side. Stenciling, vellum paper. One of the prints from Nevermore Creations. And this is a stamp, edge punch. I'm going to flip up here with stamping, find beauty in the simple things. A satin ruffle here that I sewed on, and I do a lot of stitching in the journals, so you will notice that. And this is a little frame here can tuck a little picture in there. Vintage book page, hymnal page. That's from Nevermore Creations. And a little trim there with a ribbon. Stenciling. This coffee filter paper. Stamping on the bottom. Line paper. Glassine envelope. Half of a glassine envelope. And I have a tag in here. And this print here. Right, blank on the back. And this little piece here is from the paper pad, This Blessed Life. And I have a mini collage here with embroidery, little crochet flower, and some eyelash trim. French dictionary paper, vintage. This is a finger painting paper that I coffee dyed. Nice smooth surface. This is a cutout from a photo print from Pixabay. So I printed it on cardstock, the rose, and then I cut it out and made it into a tuck spot. And these two are journaling cards from the Lavender paper pad. Craft paper page here. Stamping on the bottom here. Lined paper. These are pockets here in the middle. This is all from the paper pad. And so is this long tag that I made from the paper pad with some yarn on the top. Okay, pocket there, and middle of the signature, and a little cross charm at the bottom. This, I didn't put anything in this pocket. And with the flip down. And it says beauty there. A journaling card. The other side of the glassine envelope, the long journaling card, and another one. And this is a cutout from the paper pad, and some crochet and ribbon trim, and then you have the little tool with the crochet flower and a button. Stamping on the bottom. Little side envelope here. This is also from Nevermore Creations. And she's on Etsy. She's Lindsay Zanor. She's on Etsy. Makes some really pretty digital kits. They're really nice. And that's a trim there. And there's a space behind this. I thought I had something in there. So you can tuck something behind the envelope. So I have edge punching here. And this is also another little photo spot at the bottom. And that's a cutout from the pad. I just glued it on there. I stitched around it. Library reference card, and I stamped some roses on there. And a long tag made from the paper pad and stamping on the bottom. Little crochet flower with some tulle on the top. This is a fabric linen pocket with some trim, little flower, and a button. This is a gatefold here. It says, live your dreams today. Open it up, you can write in there. tied up with a satin ribbon, crochet trim on the side. Find beauty in the simple things. And stamping on top of the roses. Stenciling, stamping. Okay, that's the back, and that's the other side of the doily with the scrapbook paper in the middle. A glassine bag back here. I stamped some roses and put some pearls on it. Put some trim here from the paper pad, and I have extra writing paper in here. A triple fold out with some stamping and a long ticket tag there. And that's it for that one, and that's the back. Okay, I'm going to show the one that I have in Spanish. I had two of these, but my mom fell in love with one, so I gave her one. So I have one left. Alright, so it's basically the same. It has the image here. Free image, the pearls, the crochet trim, the charm on the side, the crochet trim here, little doily, little rosette with some little fabric there. Okay, and this one has a satin cream ribbon with eyelets. Okay, inside pocket, little cut out butterfly, and a little scripture here. So the scriptures and all the stampings are in Spanish. I'm sorry if you hear some noise back there. I think my daughter, my grandkids are having a lot of fun. So I made this little notepad. This is twine. There you go. Okay, and then the tag back here with stamping, and a little book plate here made out of cardstock and muslin fabric behind it. And again, I have a lot of stitching around the whole journal, the elements, the pockets, and this is a doily here that I folded in half and put over the page. Okay, there's a scrapbook paper in the middle, and it's a tuck spot, and I have a vellum on cardstock tag. And that's the other side, which is also a tuck spot on the top of that doily. Okay, vintage music paper, pocket stitched on the bottom with some trim. A big journaling card from the paper pad with stamping, Spanish. Okay, free printable, this pretty purple chandelier, like a postcard, journaling card. And stamping on the top there. Stamping. A little vellum print on the bottom here. Stamping. And scripture up here from an old devotional book. This is a print from Nevermore Creations, background page, and then there's some stamping on the bottom. A flip up, the print from Pixabay. A ruffled paper trim on the top there, and just a little space to write something. I forgot where I got that piece of cardstock from. Stamping here, and this is the finger painting paper right here that I coffee dyed. A page from a Spanish devotional book. So lined paper, half of a glassine envelope. Flip, a little fold out, of a mason jar. This also came out purple. It's supposed to be like a beige, like a vintagey color. Okay, trim, a little card here, forgot where I got that one. Little scripture here in the bottom and the back. And this is lace coffee dye paper that I ordered from someone. She makes really pretty paper with the doilies. Okay, this is from a paper pad, that background, and a scripture on the bottom, and stitching around the page. Free printable. This is a cutout of a free image from Pixabay. Little girl inside of a daisy with the umbrella. So cute. So I made that into a tuck spot. There's stamping on the top there. Edge punching on this coffee dye paper. This is a Spanish lesson book. Spanish and English. And vellum paper. Stamping up there. And this is the middle of the signature with the two long pockets with a really long tag with stamping on the bottom, and a sari silk tie up at the top with eyelash trim. Okay, this is the other pocket, and I think I put something in this one. Yeah, just extra writing paper. And then a little cross charm down here. Writing paper. I think this has 90 pages. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. 90 pages. It's just front and back. White vellum, Spanish lesson book. Okay. Alright, stamping. Scripture on the bottom. An envelope. Okay, made out of, I think this is a scrapbook paper. Trim. A little rosette here. That's the little closure. Journaling tag from the pad. The other half of the glassine envelope. I have a little bow on here, chiffon, organza bow. Little trim on the top. This is just a free printable cutout. And a journaling card from Nevermore Creations. Okay. Library card pocket here. I trimmed it with washi tape and satin ribbon, a piece of a paper doily, and some stamping. Journaling card. And a tag with stamping on the bottom. And velvet tie up here. And these are two photo mats. Here they have vellum, so you can use this vellum sheet to cut out your picture and just stick it in there. And of course you have to put copies because this has coffee dye paper, so if you put photos you have to do copies. And this is a piece of muslin with a stamping there and a scripture verse on the side here. And this is another gatefold. Okay, that's twine. That opens up. This is a triple pocket again from the Better Homes and Garden book, vintage. And another tag, vellum cardstock. A tag from the paper pad with eyelash trim. And a journaling card. And a small little collage here of the embroidered trim and little pearl and a little feather right there. And this is a tulle and embroider pocket. With a little journaling card, little bowl pin with a muslin fabric with stamping. And flip down up here. And oops. And a tag behind the flip with stamping. With tulle up here at the top of the tag. Stamping up there. That is a little pocket from music paper, book page, free printable. I made it into a postcard, lined it with scrapbooking paper. And then we have some trim here and a butterfly cutout. Scripture on top. And the back page. So there's a long tag there with stamping top and bottom. And this fabric piece here. Embroidered ribbon and little pearl. And I stamped some roses here and put some little pearls and a little heart cut out from the paper pad and some trim. Okay, and that's the back. Okay, so like I said before, I have these 4. They're in my shop on Zibbit. I'm going to leave the link below. And I hope you really like these. And thank you so much for watching. Any questions, let me know. And I'm always accepting special orders. All right, so you have a wonderful evening. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.